for one of the fastest growing churches in Chicago, and he's also an author. Here to talk about his latest Move Into More, the limitless surprises of a faithful God. Welcome back, Pastor Choco. Actually, I think that's our first time calling you this on the show, because usually we call you by your other...
Wilfredo.
Yes, Wilfredo.
Pastor de Jesus, yeah.
Yes, so tell us how we got the Pastor Choco.
Well, Choco comes short from chocolate. It's a term of endearment in the Puerto Rican culture. Yeah. When I was young, they used to call me chocolate, and that was just a nickname. And then I come to the Lord, and at 14, they took the latte out. The Christians did, and left it as Choco. And so since then, it's been over 35 years they've been calling me Choco.
All right.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a while.
It's a joy to be back with you all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and congratulations on the latest book,
I'm
Move
excited.
Into More. You say, you know, some people say less is more.
Yes.
You say more is more.
More is more.
What does that mean?
Well, essentially is that from every single one of us, every human being, there's a desire, an innate desire to long for more. And we've become a culture where we're overwhelmed with more. Now we need help to lose it, right? And so I've come to the place where when you've come to know the Lord and experience the more of God, it's not really about more material, it's not about more money, but it's about joy and peace and experiencing that more that only God can give you. Not materialism, not money, right? Not position, not power, but the more that God has for us is found in the love.
Yeah. I got to ask you this. This just popped into my head, but last week we did that survey, remember? We said you could choose just one, $5 million.
Right.
Eat anything you want, not gain weight, or always be happy. I think I know your answer.
Yes, it would be the number 4. It would be number 4. It would be joy, because when you deal with happiness, you're always waiting for something to happen. I'm always, money can't bring you joy. Position can bring you joy.
Right.
Joy is a constant thing in our lives, and that's only found in Jesus Christ, in my opinion. And so I would choose number 4, having joy in my life. Having joy.
What about people that do have material things? Do you find people in your church that they like to have things and it's hard for them to part with?
You know, right, there's nothing wrong with having that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Having a nice car, nice home. There's nothing wrong having nice clothes. However, when that becomes the center of your life and the reason why you live and work 3 jobs, then we have a problem. We have a problem, because those things will fade away. You know, the TV is no longer the biggest TV. Now you want a bigger TV. When this book, Move Into More, speaks about contentment. Can we just be content, right? And when living in Humboldt Park as a young Puerto Rican kid with no father, no Jesus in my life, I always believed there had to be more. Failed 3rd grade, went to Roberto Clemente High School, even living off the government of the United States. Even at that season, I still felt there's more. There's got to be more in life. Pursuing education, pursuing a place in your life where you're just content of what God has for us. And that book speaks about that in my journey.
And don't you too feel, according to Christianity and the Bible, that God does want you to have those things? I mean, it's in there about, you know, living in abundance and these things. There are certain things that need to be there first, but it's not saying that you can't have this, this as well.
Val, if you look in Luke chapter 5, the Bible says that Peter was fishing, and he caught such a large fish, a lot of fish, that he called his neighbor to help him. So living in an abundance, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're willing to share that with those who are less fortunate. And so that's the more.
Your church did that recently with a video that went viral just by the tips that you had given to a pizza delivery person.
It was amazing. In February, we did what's called honoring. I felt that in our culture, we're losing the honoring. And what you're seeing right now is a lady, her name is Dominique. I've never met her before. It was on a Sunday service, and we ordered pizza to get there at 12:30 in the afternoon, right after worship. And she shows up, she's clueless about what's happening. And I said to her, how much do you get as a tip? Normally, she said $5. I said, well, I want to give you a tip. And I took some money out, $100, tens, and I started counting. And then out of nowhere, I felt like the Lord just said, now let's see how many people from the audience, the church, because I've been teaching this the month of February. I want to see who got my sermon.
You were testing them.
I want to test it. This is a test. This is a test. I hope you pass it. And I said, all I need is 10 people to come up and bless my sister, Dominique. And sure enough, what you're seeing now, it just kept going and going and going and going.
Incredible. And what did you want people to get? What do you want people to get from that video?
What I wanted people to get was, at the end of this, what I did not know is that she now takes what she received that day, went back to her pizza place and shared it with other drivers.
Yeah.
That honoring is reciprocal. That we can live in this abundance of more, then I can bless you as well. Absolutely. And so out of the video, I wanted people to know that we still here in America should honor people, honor position, honor who we are, right? As loving one another.
Yes, thank you so much, Pastor. All right, always great having you here, Pastor Choco.
Thank you.
And for more on Pastor Choco's book, Move Into More, head to Windy City.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.